safe tonight and fight the break of dawn come tomorrow. I wonder if I sing so good that I might get a copyright for that. Alright, so impromptu. I haven't done this in a while where I'm actually seated at the appropriate spot to speak on some things, and I decided to use StreamYards, so it's possible. I've not totally decided here, but it's highly possible that I'm going to share the link for a specific part. Hold on, there's a reason you're hearing two of me because I'm doubly awesome. No, um, I did a poll earlier, which I know might be a little jarring for some people, but I'm grateful that. Oh my goodness, here we go. Justin Jane, Maxwell, Cindy D. My son's life mattered. All of you welcome. Shabbat shalom, aloha, which is hello and goodbye. And I'm crazy clever like that. Birthday chat supervisor Justin Roaring. Everybody check out his page. Pay some homage to Mr. President over here, El Presidente, as of today. All right. So first, I want to preface this thing. The poll that I did earlier, it has thus far. Let me see. Let me check. I think almost 40 votes. And let me know if the audio is okay, blah, blah, blah. Using StreamYard, and especially when I share some of the clips, it's good to see everybody getting acclimated and comfortable. The poll, here, let me just open it up right here so I don't have to pull it up on the screen, even though I have that set up. All right, so, yeah, here's the thing, okay? I did the post, which was you can't see a thing, so I might as well just be showing you a light bulb. It was a battle of the sexes kind of a question. I have my little anecdotal experience. I wasn't intending to jump right into this one. And remember, I'm gonna put the link up, but I want to keep it right strictly to like the topic at hand. I don't want this to become like in the past. It just kind of went everywhere and nowhere at once. Hey, Queen Survivor, it ain't complete until you're here. Justice Jane, you look familiar. I'm just glad to see a Coda. Got that? Yeah, nice indeed. So I've been saying a very distasteful joke since middle school, and I am concerned about sharing it here with all of you. So what do you say? Should I just, break through the eggshell and share this joke, which allow me to also add, I have gone as far as telling people it's a terrible joke. It's quite possible that it is offensive. It is distasteful. It is you may very well think I am a terrible person for telling the joke, and now I've built it up, and it's not going to meet your expectations. So, oh, I met some people that have channels and yeah, all that stuff. So I'm gonna tell the stupid joke. Okay. Don't nail me to the cross. No offense to anybody with terminal illnesses. Yes, it's that low. It's low hanging fruit, and it's not even that funny. But it's something, lo and behold, that I've been saying since middle school. So I hope that says something about me, like being either really, really stupid or having a terrible sense of humor. And for the record, I love everybody here. And yeah, Coda, on that in general, like I've really learned to forgive and to appreciate and to love. The love part, there's some limitations and all. And it's funny that you brought that up. And I haven't forgotten my previous point. Remember, Manic Mind over here. My very close lady friend that I convinced her to go to the hospital. She was, I thought, gonna go to rehab and detox, but it was so bad that she needed to go straight to the hospital. That didn't happen like me dragging her there or convincing her to drive there. I had to convince her to speak to her family because she was so frightened. She was hiding her suffering. Her pain was manifesting in her stomach. She had pancreas. I don't want to give too many details. Respect privacy. I just think there's hey Shamrock, there's some value here. I'm not a former addict. I'm an addict. The only thing that I abstain from is the opiates. For 12 years strong here, but I was very concerned because when addiction manifests itself in physical pain, there's a lot of cause for concern. So just refused to stop the dialogue until she agreed to go speak to the people in her family. I don't want to get specific. The people in her family that would do something. So this was 2-3 days ago. She just like an hour ago got out of the hospital. Tomorrow she's going to follow up straight up with a doctor, and we will be following up together, going to meetings. And she's a stranger to all that. And I'm going on this diatribe. Hey, Steve Arloa, I, I had a hiatus. I haven't forgotten. We still have that plan that's going to be a plan until I'm 80 freaking 7. So let me read. I used this term love here. Judge me, give me insight, okay? Because I really I'm gonna read a text message like some of the stuff I said to her, and I'd love any. Oh, the connection is getting weak. If it drops, have no fear. I'm still gonna be here. Okay. So let's see. Okay, all right. Let me find. This is what I said. Tell me if this came off too strong. Bear in mind, her and I, we go far back enough, a few years. I made it very clear that I care. Like I want her to be around. In my life, I want her to be around for her lovely future. She is younger than me, like in her late 20s. Comparatively, I'm an old man, but I feel like I do have the experience and wisdom to help. So here's what I said. You tell me what you think, okay? I'm going back to feeling comfortable sharing everything and not fearing judgment any longer by human beings of all things, especially over the internet. So I'm going to skip. I was asking about things she was prescribed something for the pain. And I didn't get a response. So here's the last thing I said. I want to say this in a way that helps you understand how important this is to me. Maybe I should have rephrased that to us. It should have been to, all right. And how important you are to me, and that we get this right. I am more than willing to do this for somebody that I love. I love you. I am not in love with you, just so that you obviously understand the difference. I don't want this person that I care about so much to think that this is something else, something that it's not about. This is about recovery. This is about having a goal and achieving it and saving her life. And I told her, I'm gonna try along with you. I'm gonna. I made the mistake before my hiatus of telling the world and telling all of YouTube, being ready to judge me and throw me in the freaking volcano. I'm gonna quit drinking. And I made it seem like it was gonna be forever for the rest of my life. That was a mistake. But I am promising her that I am going to go through this process with her. So anyway, but because I love you, I am willing to give my all to make sure that we get you right where you need to be. At the late 20s that she's at, there's still so much time and potential, and I know the suffering she's going through, not the physical stuff. And there's some hey, Jeremy, welcome, brother. There's some more personal things, and I don't want to risk anybody that sees this being like, this sounds familiar. So I think respectfully, I should just kind of back off on details. The only thing that I'm willing to share is that what really, really scared me when somebody's in the throes of addiction of any kind is when they choose not to eat for days. When she reached out to me at 2:00 in the morning on a phone call, she was on, I think, either day 3 or 5 of not eating and only drinking. And at the time, she was so debilitated, she could not exit the vehicle. And I stayed on the phone with her. She cried, and I didn't give up until I made her admit she has to do something right there and speak to somebody. So yeah, that there was too many factors that caused me to really honestly fear about her mortality. So here we are, and I'm very much looking forward to her. She has agreed to so many things that could turn out better for her. So now, with that being said, the God, I can deviate and then go on that tangent. So I wanted to save this topic because I'm gonna drop the link, and I haven't done that in a long time. I wanted to say it's been years, but no, it's not been years. The poll where I ask people, which gender holds a grudge longer, more effectively, and it was not very 2023 of me. I asked men or women. I didn't add the extra pronouns. My bad. And the votes, we got like close to 40 votes, close to that. And what was the percentage? Let me open that up. And then when I breach into this topic, I don't know how long I'm going to be. Whoa, I missed the chat, and this is not matching up. So thank you so much, by the way. Yeah, I'm going to drop a panel link tonight. Not yet, though. I'm trying to plan this. Whoa, everybody, sorry for the lag. And Pooh, aka DJ Bricks, my brother, Steve Harloa, thank you for that. And 70% out of 33. Let me say 40 so I feel better, okay? 33 votes. 70% say women have the ability to hold a grudge longer than men, who was voted at 6% out of 33. And a not too bad 24% voted for equal, as in, and I figured that approach would probably be the most amicable, human beings, genitalia and chromosomes are the difference. Yes, both of us hold grudges. I think we just handle them differently. And I have personal anecdotes and experiences where that there's a reason I asked that question. So now I'm gonna manically dive right in. Thank you, Shamrock. I still, to this day, confuse the two, and I don't know which one to say first. All right, so this little thing at the bottom here is, and I hope you guys can hear the audio. Please, when I start playing something, let me know immediately that you can hear it. And I'm still talking like this because of the spatial mic and the set. Blah. All right. So the first thing I wanted to show, there's a lot, by the way, a lot of stuff. See, I've been compiling with the intention of getting up on here and doing the thing, all right? Just the hiatus and everything, but I did not stop sharing topics. This one is kind of dangerous right here, but it's like public domain. I want to share this. It is possible I could get in a little trouble for that. But lo and behold, right now, little shout out to Living Lifetime. Casey, he and I were discussing over at his page about making a Rumble account. Rumble is slowly gaining traction, and in some pockets, it's even getting greater than YouTube. So, all right. Jesus, I got personal purchase stock information. Okay, here's one I wanted to share. This is short and sweet, and let's see if the audio works. Okay, better work. Okay, pause. All right. You know what? I have a secondary device of technologies. Let's see. I'm going to raise that sucker up and hit the play button. Yep. Shh. Hey, quiet you handsome devil. All right, let me see if I hear this. He and I were discussing over at his page about making a Rumble account. I'm going to wait so I can hear it. Hey, Global, what's up? Hold on. All right, did we hear that? Hold on. So, all right. Yo, Jeremy, brother, thank you so much for that. Much love, homie, from Arizona. Around the corner from Doge? That's what, Doge? D-O-G-E? Let me see if this audio works. Thank you so much, sincerely. It means a lot. A little means a lot. All right, let me see if this audio worked. I'm so smart with my epiphanies. Sorry for the wait, guys. Yep, hey, quiet you handsome devil. All right, let me see if I hear this. You and I were discussing over at speaking about making a Rumble account. I'm gonna wait so I can hear it. I think we heard it. All right, did we hear that? Okay, this is very meta. I'm listening to something else that I'm listening to see if you can listen to it. All right, just I'm gonna rely on the chat to let me know if you hear the audio. So here, let me add the context before I play it. Did you guys hear it? Did you guys hear it? Oh goodness, goodness. Okay, so this is Joe Rogan and a very very talented comedian known as Andrew Schulz. Oh, good, I can do that. That's helpful. Um, Basically, Andrew Schulz asks Joe Rogan if basically any of those hey D Lamb, great to see you. If any of those super rich people like oh what's an example? A Soros or what's who the Koch brothers, those scumbags that I watched an interview with them. It makes my blood boil. I got knighted. They're so disconnected. Um, so yeah, Joe Rogan in this interview I'm gonna play is addressing the question if any of the, basically, I'm so rich, I can say F you to anybody and do anything I want, ever requested to be on his platform. Obviously, there's so many people that would see benefit to get on there and promote an agenda. Imagine if Rogan wasn't Rogan and allowed people to go ahead and blow up the vaccine as a positive. We wouldn't have a counterweight or anchor. We would just have the mainstream, and then one of our trusted sources would be tacked on. Thank goodness that he is only beholden to those that listen to him and to his own integrity. So, all right, I'm gonna Ronnie York and the narcissistic and oh goodness gracious. Well, that's okay. All right, so let's see. We're gonna play it. Just simple as that. Not responding is an action in and of itself, and it can be quite effective. And so now we're going to touch on like why would the any three-letter agency want to hit up an independent anybody this successful? Why? And he's going to go into that a little more. Good. Can you guys hear all that? I hope. Let me check. No, the clips aren't playing. I'm so sorry. Okay. Can you hear the audio though, by the way? Sorry, this is, real time. Definitely got some cobwebs here. No, you can't hear the audio. Well, dang it. Let me check if I can do something. Otherwise, there's OBS. I'm checking. I apologize. But basically, I can break down. We have Schultz asking Rogan, hey, the CIA is like hitting you up. How do you respond? And he says, I don't respond. I just I ghost them. And that Travis needs a. How do I see out of those glasses? Like so. So I don't know. Goddamn. I'm sorry to disappoint. StreamYard. See, I should have done the OBS perhaps. And if you can't hear the dang audio, I don't know. You know what? Freestyle moment. Freestyle. Yeah, thank you, Queen, for taking care of business. Damn, that's a damn shame, though. Can you? Well, at least you can see the audio, and maybe I can kind of just paraphrase it to the best of my ability. Lemonade and all that. So people with power reached out to him and made it clear they want to shape a narrative to push an agenda. And he's always just about having a conversation. Talks about people in power that reach out, and he's like, nope, I'm not interested. I don't want no part of it. And I just want, obvious respect for that man. Man, I'm new to having the wrench. Oh, Queen is 100% on this. She's on her A game. Let me see if I can figure anything else out. Otherwise, I might have to. You know what? I'll drop a link. Why not? Let's do that. Damn, I haven't done this. Oh yeah, okay, I remember. Let me do the invite thing. And yeah, we'll just jump to the battle of the sexes thing. So to remind anybody that perhaps was not here, um, the question about the grudge between men and women, who holds it longer or whatnot. So this sadly that didn't go as planned. I still have a whole bunch of content though. There's the positive. So boom, I'm gonna drop this link. I think I remember how this works. Anybody that has any interest in popping on up, I would like to talk about the poll that was conducted. I think I can actually open it up right here. Hey, I think I saw Don. Uh, Don, I want you to know that one of my most recent lives, I continue to tell the tale of Jamie Valdez and the corruption of the Boonesville, Arkansas PD and Ben Villarreal and how terribly everything was handled, especially Ben Villarreal not revealing that he actually lived with what would normally and naturally be the number one suspect. And I'm saying, allegedly. So here's the poll. I'll leave that right there, and we'll check out the StreamYards. And if anybody decides to pop up, what's up, Red Reaper? Welcome. So, able to accept. Neat. Okay, so sincere question. My experience on YouTube has given me something comparable to new insight. Keeping that to myself for the time being, my question to anyone willing to answer is, if you believe it is equal, please feel free to mention as such. And then I propose the question uh, regarding, the grudge. There's it. If you believe it is equal, please feel free to mention as such. Okay. I missed the entire part. Sorry. Which gender do you feel is capable of holding a grudge? So, with this specifically, I invite anybody that feels comfortable enough to jump on in. Mi casa, su casa, me StreamYard, your StreamYard. And that's what's up. Arizona. Man, I'm telling you, for one, I have a beautiful vacation thing coming up. I hope everything works out. We'll see. The person that I was going to take to this beautiful farm with all this land and a bunch of old fashioned cars that are going to get worked on. And there's beautiful ranges and forests. I'm hoping it is my lady friend that is currently seeking help for her addiction problems. So, with that being said, let me attempt again, and I would be grateful though. Anybody is Mr. President in? Go ahead and tap that, and let me see if this StreamYard Streamlab thing still works like it used to, or if I have forgotten everything. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I see a certain somebody. I gotta wait for the visual. That's my dog right there. Everybody, this is Mr. President. Here he comes. Boom. Speak, my
What's up?
brother.
What's
Let me hear
up?
you.
What's up? How you doing?
Fantastic. And I'm so relieved that the audio is working. See, look at this. I spend 1 month off of YouTube, and suddenly you have better technical skills than I do. You use StreamYard and you're able to play the audio. I had all these topics lined up. Next time I'll use OBS, but I wouldn't be able to have you up here. How have you been? How you
Yeah,
doing, brother?
pretty good. Just had a premiere tonight on a reaction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
a
saw
couple
you were on.
reactions today. Though.
I'll be catching up. I'll be catching up. Regarding the very topic at hand, though, do you have any insight or opinion? Did you vote?
Uh, no, I've never voted really.
No, no, no. Well, no, no, no. I don't mean like and
Oh,
you are the
oh,
president. You don't have to vote. I'm referring to the battle of the sexes here. Men
oh yeah,
or
yeah,
women.
yeah.
Who do you
I
feel?
voted equal.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
So
because I mean they they can hold grudges, but in different ways. I mean they can.
absolutely.
I mean it just depends on the issue, I guess.
So
on how which one will take it the furthest, or which one will you know take it more personal, I guess.
well, I mean, I think it's fair to say we both know people on both sides that have held grudges or pursue them. So that goes without saying. But I have to remain vague here. I don't want to stir the pot. I want to just
Yeah,
bring attention to why I asked the question. So please, to the individuals that hear that they may have inspired the question, uh don't lose your shit. It's not worth it, I promise. And don't out yourself, and if the shoe fits, just stay out of the shoe. uh there's been a couple of people that would reach out to me and ask me to address something that I haven't talked about for like 5 months. And like right now, I think I've made it pretty clear. I want to just stick on the now and the present. I mentioned that on your channel last night when I
yeah,
was a guest. I
yep.
see value, especially with everything happening globally, in our country, and in our personal lives. It's far more critical and important to pay attention to those things. So I feel like rehashing something that happened as far as 5 months ago,
Mm.
um if I can look past it and move forward and focus on today, that's good for me. But I'm trying to look at the other perspective. Like, tell me if you can feel how they would feel if you were the person that felt like you were wronged 5 months ago, and that more than one person like kind of slandered you. Would you be able to put it aside, or would you make it a mission to see that it's revisited? What would be your choice 5 months later?
Well, honestly, it wasn't even my issue, and I was considering even making a video about it, and then a couple
No,
people
no,
kind of talked me out of it.
well,
But
no, no,
yeah,
no. I need to
I know
clarify.
what you're
It's
saying.
it's not the same thing. This is 5 months
Oh,
ago. Yeah, yeah.
five
It's
months,
not that
5 months
thing
ago.
that was a month ago. Yeah, So what I'm asking you is if you felt personally that you were totally done wrong on the internet. That's it. Not in real life. On the
Oh,
internet,
oh,
bunch of people did this, that, and the other, said things. They're very hurtful. Words hurt. I get it. I like Chris Rock's joke best though. Words hurt when they're on a brick. Um, but yeah, so
I
again, I
mean, honestly,
propose.
I would probably at least make it be known that I don't know, make it known, or yeah, I would probably revisit it, honestly,
Really?
just
Okay.
because I
So
don't know.
that, I mean, you kind of not only are you an example of the answer of how you voted in the poll I conducted, but you are also an echo of the people that say it's pretty much equal, on how people, it's more individual on how people want to address a grudge or revisit anything. I personally, it's working for me to not revisit things, to stay in the now, and
Yeah,
to continue doing. And oh, I love the compliments. Keep them coming. Much love, appreciate you. I shouldn't even be paying attention or responding. But yeah, no, what's working for me is just focusing on the things that I think are more important than on how somebody on the internet thinks, or the reputation within social media. I care more about what my family thinks, and people that are close to me, or people that I care about. That matters.
yeah.
But you painted a picture where you would revisit it, but would you? How far would you go to right something that you viewed as a wrong?
Well, that's what I was trying to get at. I would probably just make it be known that they were in the wrong. Like that wasn't. I wouldn't go out of my way to start stir it back up again. But I would just throw a couple comments. Make it be known that they were in the wrong.
I feel like there's a way you can stand your ground without like revisiting and stirring everything up. And I feel that's how I've been able to do my stuff. But again, I want to repeat that I am referring to other people that have nothing to do
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
things that
yeah,
went down, because I'm at
yeah.
peace, and that's how you
That's
really empower yourself again. If you're able to find peace, the people that want you to feel like a failure or getting mad, they're not winning, you know. So this is a testament to that. What'd you cover on your channel today?
I was just doing reactions to because on last night's live I think it was Lemonator or Slim Reaper that recommended a artist named Kid. So I was doing reactions to his music today.
Oh, that's what that was. Because I saw something spelled like that and it
Oh,
said
what is it?
drowning, and I was
Oh,
confused and I took it literally.
oh,
So,
oh.
can you hear me? Did you lose the audio? Well, good. Then I can talk right over you. I thought
It's
the
kind of
title,
cutting out.
I'm cutting out. My connection seems okay, but I will add in general, my connection from my smart TV is screwed, and I want to watch the documentary, even though it's been done time and time again, about Waco, a brand new one on Netflix. I've been all over movies and documentaries. Let me also kill this thing. And let me know if the chat, please feel free to let me know if also you find any issue. Nope, it's his connection, unfortunately. Let me stop this additional screen. So I know at least for the multitude of topics, and let me give you guys some insight when I go live again, the things I want to cover, and I have to use a different program because clearly I don't know how to use this one right, which is a damn shame in the moment. So there's going to be Russel Brand. I think he's been doing an amazing job at covering everything in a way that's just honest and not biased. And I like how he starts his show about 20 minutes and then segues over to Rumble. And it was Crowder that was showing that slowly but surely Rumble is also kind of overtaking YouTube because people are doing kind of a mass exodus of YouTube. Oh, Ronnie, no worries, brother. But if ever you wanted, you're more than welcome. Show that you're. Okay. Well, you can unsub now, please. Everybody and anybody, feel free to hit the unsubscribe button if that is in fact what you wish. Here, let me help. There you go. I'm not hiding. There you go. Okay. Congratulations. The floor is yours. So that being said, and this brings me back to the present. Okay. We choose what we do in the now. That's all that matters. I took my hiatus. I took my little me time. Feel pretty good now. It did me a world of good. And right now, my priorities, aside from delivering the topics that I have been saving up for all this time, and there's no shortage. Right now, here, let me bring up something damn controversial. I am totally confused about what's going on with Trump and every the arrest thing and the what is it? The ICC put out a warrant for Vladimir Putin, which sounds crazy. Who has the moral authority to go after either one of these guys? And if they're going to go after Trump for what necessarily, I'm unsure. Where is the equal anger about the Steele dossier? I hope I got that one right. Or about, oh, damn it, not Joe Biden. What's his little crappy son's name? Yeah, that guy, Hunter. Okay, like if you're going to go after one, you have to go after them all. You can't cherry pick. Law needs to be consistent. We cannot just see justice on one side and justice, not being pursued on the other. So I think it would be an ample opportunity to show that there is some form of justice because the mainstream and the government and our very trust in it is at an all-time low. So, and I'm just absolutely like, obviously and clearly, it's the timing with the whole Trump thing. I saw the mainstream targeting Trump using his Twitter and mentioning that he was allegedly going to be arrested, today, tomorrow, something like that. And then you got the mainstream outlets saying, look at this. He's oh, it was that guy, John Bolton, saying that, oh, this is his way of trying to incite another I word, insurrection, by what? Announcing what the tactics and strategy is. I can send you up. Please feel free. Shamrock, send me anything and everything. I'm very eager to speak with CanCon because, I know he must be busy as all hell. I need to check his channel and see what he's been dropping because he puts the freshest material out as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and by the way, since we're all here, there is a comedian that has a channel and he would like to jump on here. And today I learned a nutritionist has a channel and he's interested on coming here. Remember, one of the original intentions when I started, which is if you feel you have something of value that anybody can take away something positive that could help from your story or your experience, this place is your haven to do so. That was the intention, no matter how skewered things got, and that's that. Independent many, great to see you. Don't go too far. There's a lot of rabbit holes. Oh, hey, Doctor Survivor. There is a lot of rabbit holes, and I don't let that intimidate me. And I'm confident, like especially regarding this subject matter. I'm very eager to get the clarification. You know what? Let me do a quick real time search. And by the way, for those of you, first off, thank you one and all who are here for curiosity or support. Thank you for the positivity. For any of the trolls that want to troll, you're more than welcome to do your thing, live your best life, okay? That's all. Nobody's got to get kicked out. You got to say whatever you want to say. All right. Moving on, though. I'm going to hit the Google. What is Google's reasoning for why is it about the documents? Because Biden, same thing. Okay, why is Trump? And I could hear the news earlier talking about Trump getting arrested. Don't think this is going to happen. Trump is an individual where if they had something, they would have gotten him by now. I'm pretty damn certain. Why is Trump getting arrested? Let's see what I get as a result. And what's the freshest article? 11 hours ago, 4 days ago. Let's go with NBC telling me how a Trump arrest could shake out in the... Oh, it's about Stormy Daniels. Okay, so I remember now I'm connecting the dots. They were claiming that he used funds from running his campaign funds. Okay, let me see. See it. Oh, God. Next time I'm gonna have DuckDuckGo open and OBS and not StreamYard. And thank you, Mr. President, birthday chat supervisor Justin Roaring, and all of my good peoples that are here. Appreciate you. Even if you're here for not such good reasons. Appreciate you. Thank you. How an indictment and arrest. Look at all the mainstream outlets. They're just running with it as if it already happened. So it's pretty clear as day, as long as you got eyes that can see that I'm fully of the belief that this is in hopes that it will damage his campaign. Something else I saw in the on the lovely mainstream internet was an article on my cell phone immediately when I switched over to just check on my break. I don't think there's an actual beef between DeSantis and Trump, but oh, how the other side and the mainstream would love if they were pitted against each other. So I have to do my due diligence and see if there's anything actually substantial. We got real-time information coming in. Thank you to you for that. Let me see here. Is it a text or was it through the Facebooks? I think it was. Let's see what we got real time. Okay. Ooh, thank goodness. This thing kind of... There we go. Okay, sent a photo. Oh, I got an official document here. McDermott, Will, and Emery, Federal Election Commission. Oh, what we got? Dear Mr. Jordan, I hope this is okay to read. Okay, there's some redacted material. Let me see real quick. But obviously, it would benefit it would benefit everybody, but the people or the patriots, I suppose, for lack of a better term, if they were able to somehow manifest a fake beef between DeSantis, who's doing an amazing job, and I want him to finish his job with Florida and then, do his thing. I was hoping, though, that he would join a ticket with Trump. First time in my life I've ever hoped for two Republicans to be successful. Okay, so I am writing on behalf of my client. Oh, Michael Cohen. That's that first lawyer that, man, they went after him hard. You guys remember when he was first live, and he was all like proud and defending Trump, and man, he was owning the world, man. He was a superhero in his mind, and then you could just see like a couple days later the scrutiny. Oh, all right, for sure. Yeah, Ryan, you want on? By all means. Let's drop a link down. Hashtag find Jamie Valdez. Please, everybody remember that hashtag. Jamie Valdez. Oh, you're right there. My bad. Let's get you up, partner. How you doing, brother?
All right. Are you not, Eli? Good to be on with you.
Honor's all mine. This is long overdue. It's great to have you. I have a feeling you might know a few more things about the very topic I just touched on.
Well, I'm willing to give you my opinion, and
Please do.
shoot it down if you want to. What's going on right now is that with Trump and the arrest thing and all is he's been setting this up for a long time. He wants to be arrested because the reason he wants to be arrested is because so that's the only way that he can go after Biden's records, and get them into court. Obama's, Clinton's, and whoever else, was crooked. So that's what's going on with the arrest thing. Believe me, he's wanting to be arrested.
You saying Trump wants to be arrested?
Yes, sir.
And if that was accomplished, how would that allow further access to everything we know is already wrong and compromised with the Biden administration?
Well, the thing of it is with all the laws the way they're set up, is that the only way that he can get them before a court, get all the records before a court, is if they arrest him, and to get his records and all, and bring out all what they think are his dirty deeds, whether he's done any or not, it don't make any difference. If they arrest him, well, then that gives him perfect reason to have to push the DOJ into doing the same thing for Biden and all of them on down the line.
I think Don Shell just hit just right on the money right here. This was my theory.
Exactly. Yeah.
It would, what better way to see exactly to manifest, and it will either prove that what they have is all based on a witch hunt and nonsense, or if there's actually something. If they did arrest him, they would have to present every reason why the process would have to go through and why he would be in custody. So that would be quite a strategy. So that's something to consider.
Well, and I don't know. I'm afraid that. Do you know what the 17th letter of the alphabet is? I don't want to say it because it might get you in trouble.
Really? You could use the private chat.
Okay. Well, I'll do that then.
Yeah. There you go. I'm over there right now. I'm typing randomness.
Well, this is what it is right here.
Oh, word. Okay, big time for sure. Should have known that quicker, but I'm not a smart man.
Me either. But this person was telling about this long ago, back in I think it's 2018, how this is all going to work out. And now, although arrest wasn't mentioned, it talked about everything else, and about how do you get the all the records before a court legally. I mean, it's got to be done legally. And with all the laws they've got set up against doing it, with presidents and everything, Well, this is the only way to do it.
This would be the only way to, okay.
To get the discovery, yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, I don't think I feel vindicated enough to be like, yep, certainly this is the strategy. If it is, I'm damn impressed, but I want to see how it plays out. Right now, I personally think if they did arrest him, I mean, this is so nuanced now. They think it would do damage to his campaign, and of course, they want nothing more to do that. But also, they would put right in his lap some of the very things he would need that he could expose a lot of the nonsense for what it is.
And I don't think it hurt his campaign at all. I think it helped him tremendously.
If he got arrested?
Yes.
Interesting.
Because people know, most people in this country know that our government is totally corrupt.
I hope so, by God. I mean, I hate talking this way because I'm still friends with a lot of people that are proud liberal Democrats and all that, and they love talking about how they saved the world by getting a vaccine and that they got all 12 in their freaking a-hole or something. But sorry, Democrat friends, I don't understand how they're able to do that.
Hey, Republicans are just as bad. Believe me, it makes no difference.
Oh yeah. I hope that never got lost in translation. I always fervently believed, since Ron Paul, that's one of the first politicians that spoke to me where I was like, yes, put our country first, our interests first. And the corruption's on both sides. And we see clear as day the very Republicans. I think, do you agree with this? Because you would know more about this than I. The Republicans that are openly and blindly anti-MAGA, have they become essentially a traitor to their own party? Because the party seems to want to go, at least for the power of the people, they want to go towards Trump. Am I right or wrong about this?
No, you're absolutely right. That they have become, I think they've become traitors, double traitors to their party and to what they stand for and what they swore into office for.
This is a good point also. And I agree with your assessment, by the way, because I mean, a party is, while we respect everybody's individual and independent thinking and rights, you still have to be an advocate of what the people express what they want. And as far as I can see what's a damn shame is one of the clips I have, which I'll just have to bring on tomorrow or something, is an amazing speech that Trump did in Ohio. And I did this in a ramble in front of the barbershop after I had my ears lowered, where I can't believe that this is the first time he really swooned me. Okay, like I always loved listening to his rallies before when I was on Stuck in the Middle, but it was more for entertainment. This time I was like, holy shit, yeah, dude. He said that nowadays I could be here on a podium or on stage telling you all good people that we're energy independent and there wouldn't be a blip of excitement. But if I was up here saying I want to return parental rights to the parents because the schools are going way too far right now, the crowd would go wild. And they did. And he was referring to another state he was in, and the same thing happened. How crazy is that? So as I said before, the things and issues that were once large are now small, and the small issues are now large. And things, it's just Dr. Seuss land.
Oh man, we are in some very, very crazy times right now. I mean, they're absolutely stonewall crazy. But all a person can do is, as far as I'm concerned, anyway, you got to do your research and do the absolute best you can, to figure it out. And it's hard to figure out then. But I would bet my last dollar that he is wanting to get arrested. And he said today, I think it was, on Truth Social, that if he's arrested, when he's arrested, he wants to be handcuffed in public. Whether they were going to handcuff him or not, he wants to be handcuffed.
Wait, he said that?
On Truth Social, yeah.
Okay, so now actually, that being true, I'm a firm believer he would love to be arrested. It would do a lot of things. Prove a point. It would force their hand to present what they have that is justifiable. And it would have to. they would have to be in a position to justify to the American people why they wasted so many damn tax dollars on a witch hunt for the collusion that they could never prove.
Absolutely. And look at this. I think what he's really trying to get out there, Eli, is well, I'm gonna have to put this in private chat too, because it's a little dangerous, and I don't want to.
Okay,
see.
Where's brother? Do your thing. Yes, Sly, this was unexpected. What's up? What's up, gal? Good to see you. And yes, some of you will understand this. I support Sly, and if that means you can't support me, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
That's how I know Steve in the chat. Hello.
How? Okay, so that are you implying that if they went forward and Discovery was released, there would be some insight into those people rampant within our House and Senate and all that?
Very much so. Very much.
I would certainly, because it's high time, man. We are far past the point. We still don't have the flight logs. The leak. I'm sorry, we just jumped into a subject without the context, but I think people are able to follow. So this I'm willing to talk about. I've seen a concurrent picture of what's allegedly like a snapshot of the names that were on the flight log. Now, how do we know that that is real?
Well, I don't think we know absolutely for sure that it's real, but you just gotta go with your gut feeling, I guess. We don't know. It hadn't come out officially that I know of.
And never will, which, this is
probably won't. That's one of the things that, he's trying to get out, in my opinion. That and what I just put in the private chat. And a bunch of, go back to Ghislaine Maxwell, or however you say her name.
Ghislaine. So here's something that I've consistently brought up because it confused me, especially when I, slowly but surely became a Trump supporter, which was after he was already put in office, though I was not able to vote for him. And I was advocating for Bernie Sanders back in the day. Why did he, and I've heard Unspecified V's theory or explanation, why did he so just I wish her well? What did that translate to you? Because to me, for a long time, and still, it's a bad look and it doesn't make sense. I don't care in what context, what their friendship was. I don't care if she brought him freaking, fish and chips or something for a couple of days. Why would he wish a monster like that well publicly?
Well, you got to understand how Trump speaks. When he called, like in every one of his rallies, almost every one of them, when he calls somebody great, he's a great man or a great woman. It's most times just the opposite. And so when he said he wishes her well, it's just the opposite. But he speaks in code all the time. And that's why many people don't get it. And I don't get all of it. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't get all of it either.
It's refreshing to hear you say that, because it's the people that are so convinced that they understand everything that they convince me that they understand nothing. So thank you. You're human.
Exactly, man. Well, there's probably a few that do because, they understand what's called God's language, gematria, and all this stuff. I don't know if you know anything about gematria. I know very little about it myself, but it's like if you take A to Z and you number it, 1 is A, 2, down B is 2, C is 3, on down the road. That's about all I know about it. But when he puts something in capital letters, like in his Truth Social thing today, and I hadn't looked at the capital letters, I mean, he was in it or not, but however many capital letters he puts in there, that's somehow you use that for gematria. I have no idea how, but I'm just saying that's part of it. So it works in with a lot of stuff, man.
So you've added, what you've done is added more of an arsenal for me to utilize to look into things. But I have to be transparent if things don't quite click for me, or I'll turn to anybody that may know more. I'm very, very eager. I understand fully how busy CanCon must be, especially right now. You know, he was
Yeah.
able to get a interview with Majorie Green. Funny story. I hope he doesn't mind that I tell this one. He got an interview, and it was so amazing. You got to see like an honest, sincere person. I know the media did a great hit job on her.
You talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene, the congresswoman?
Yeah,
Oh, really? He got one there? Great.
yeah, but the interview, like his guy with the mic, the audio was effed up. They ran out of battery, and he was too embarrassed to tell him during the interview when she's there. So you know he wasn't able to actually share that, but he described her as a very down to earth person, quite the opposite of what the media shows you, which would basically have you believe she goes around, I don't know, chewing on tree bark or something and pissing
Yeah.
in the woods.
Well, she might do that too. I mean, as long as she's a good person, what does it matter? Wouldn't matter to me.
As long as you can get the job done, yeah, I don't care if you piss in the woods for whatever damn reason or chew on bark. Just
That's right. Yeah, they're there to carry out the will of the people. If they don't do that, well, it don't matter. If they wash their hands before and after they pee or whatever. They're there to do the work for us, and they ain't been doing it.
And damn right. This is why I'm very curious personally. Like from my unique position, I believe I am officially a reformed Democrat, I guess. But I am very intrigued on how this election or what is it, the primaries, whatever is coming is going to play out, because I think the stakes are at an all-time high. I think this is perhaps, and not to make it hyped up, one of our last opportunities to maybe get some things right that need to be righted right now.
Oh, absolutely. Trump's been talking about and I can't say that either. I'm almost afraid to say anything on anyone's show, because I don't want to get you in trouble. But it's got to do with, when you send it through the mail. I'll put it like that.
Oh, yeah. I fully understand you immediately.
Okay. Well, he's been talking about, Republicans having to do the same thing, the same way the Democrats do it. But I think everybody needs to understand that Trump is not a Democrat or a Republican. He's just an American citizen. That's the main thing about him. He was a Democrat for all of his life, up until he decided to run. He donated to Democrats. Oh, I think he might. Rudy Giuliani, I think, as far as I know, was the only one he donated to on the Republican side. And I could be wrong there because I hadn't looked into that very good. But
sorry,
Democrats, yes.
I am cautiously looking at my backstage. And if it's okay, good. I've had trolls porn bomb me or peen bomb me before.
Me too.
Okay, but I saw you, Mr. President. I call that to Mr. Birthday Chat Supervisor Justin Warren, the best name on YouTube ever. It didn't look like your connection was good enough. Okay, that being said, one thing I remember always attacking when I was a blue, no matter who Democrat, was how Republicans were able to jerry rig. But then I had it explained to me in a way where it's done for a reason. It's not done to cheat.
You mean for the counties or districts they're voting in?
Yeah. Well, just it appeared to me when I was 100% progressive and Democrat that the Republicans were able to or gerrymander, not jerry rig, gerrymander in a way that was just cheating or unfair. But I don't think I knew enough to make that assessment. Let me see. I grew up in Homestead, Everglades. I was less educated by men like this. Thank you. A lot of respect to those of you that are receptive to the conversation we're having, and it was really refreshing to see Jeremy say a lot of people may not get this conversation, but listen. This is why, and you being nervous to say the things that you were is the exact reason why I'm going to make a Rumble account too, because it feels so refreshing when you don't have to walk on eggshells. We're not meant to do that with our First Amendment.
No, that's right. Yeah, well, I've got a Rumble account.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, but the thing about Rumble is it's supposed to be synced up where it loads up at the same time YouTube does. I mean, I'm paying and everything for it, but it don't do it. Sometimes it takes 7 days to get it up there. And we talk about the things that I wouldn't say on here, we talk about on my show all the time. And being as I don't want to get a baseball thing, where they wind up, throw the ball and the batter swings and misses.
Oh yeah.
So I take my stream down right after we're done.
That's I saw Steve making mention of that. You get a lot of likes and then you go and take the damn stream down or something. But I mean, that's a good way to cover cover your bases, cover your ass on here if you want to keep your voice. Damn shame. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of borrow Russel Brand's method, which is 20 minutes getting on the topics and then no holes barred. Everything comes out, no concerns or fear of any retribution. Just speak freely as it was always meant to be. I don't understand why YouTube can't catch up to this already. We already put down that this is an adults only panel, and we should have our freedom to speak on what we want to, but that's not the way it goes.
No, it ain't. Man, I'll tell you right now, if you get off of what they consider their truth, then your ass is going to get a strike in a hurry. I can tell you right now.
Are you familiar with the very old tale on how I got my first and only strike?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, I'll give you the abridged version. It was when COVID was still strong and the restrictions to talk about it were still even stronger. All I did was, do you remember when the document released by an actual scientist and it was published by the NIH.gov website? He wrote an op-ed called "The Truth About COVID," or "COVID is a Lie," and that's the title. YouTube. That's not what I'm saying. And it was a fantastic read, so I read it word for word. I didn't add to it, and YouTube struck me. I contested it, and essentially the explanation was, "You're not a doctor. You can't read what this doctor has to say." I'm like, what? I'm not embellishing. I'm not adding my anecdotal opinions. Nothing. I'm reading word for word what an actual chemist, scientist, doctor, smarter man than I has said and released it through the channels of the government. And they struck me for that. I'll never forget it.
Yeah, well, it can be things that stupid. I lost 2 channels, Eli. 2. Didn't even get a warning. Not one warning did I get on either one of them, and lost them both. Well, I mean, I woke up one morning, they're gone.
That's exact. I mean, they did that and more to CanCon, Be Easy, to that whole crew. What I could not believe, but just like we're talking about how like Trump getting arrested could help him, I think CanCon and company getting blacklisted on YouTube and the media doing a hit. Remember, the mainstream media wrote an article about how evil they all are for speaking honestly, for being too conservative. They're conspiracy theorists because they question the validity of the election, and that's why they got canceled on YouTube. I think it helped them.
Well, it probably does. But if people can, and how big were they to begin with when they got CanCon, for instance? How big was he? How many subs he have? Because people, they'll hunt you, if they like you enough.
And he's doing fantastic. He has a great reach, writing for the Gateway Pundit. Is it the Gateway? Yeah. And I keep making sure. So I've seen nothing but success follow him, especially because he has become a voice now that you now have to seek. So when you try to hide something, the natural retaliation is to go looking for it. So I do think it helps somebody once you hit a certain number in terms of getting more traction. It backfires every time. Basically, it's like telling a teenager not to go and rebel. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't go do this and that, and don't drink.
Don't have sex. Whatever you do, don't have sex. When you're 17, 18 years old.
And I'm definitely going to listen to all of that because I want to be well behaved, said nobody ever.
Exactly, man.
What's happening to the human condition? So we're always going to look for what we're told not to look for.
Mm-hmm.
So hell yeah.
I see exactly where you're coming from, and I believe I've watched him before. How long ago? How long has it been since he got took off YouTube?
Oh man, I remember when he was on Stuck in the Middle. We're talking about maybe 2 years, no, more than that. 3, 4 years, 3 years, three. Damn, man, my memory's shot, but I'm gonna go with at least 2 to 3 years.
Okay, because I watched him on your show one night here not long ago. You and
Yeah,
him.
I told him I wanted to test the loophole because I went on his show and I said, "Yo, let's see," because the restrictions are so much more lax than what they were. They were so draconian. It was so intense. Like we should have been absolutely pissed beside ourselves when YouTube did what they did with how they were running things. You couldn't say the word vaccine. You couldn't say the word COVID. If you live in a country that prides itself on its amendments, its constitution, its freedom of speech, and suddenly you have to worry about walking on eggshells that much that you might actually get canceled, we're no longer in the country we were raised to believe is the best one in the world.
That's the point right there. And that is the point. And I'll say this to you before I forget it. Research Khazaria, Khazaria.
As in mafia?
Well, that's pretty
That's
close. Yeah.
CanCon enlightened me to a lot of stuff, man. If I didn't procrastinate and screw up on YouTube and get involved in, I hope people have noticed I don't go channel hopping anymore. I only go to Indy's crowd and our people. But what the hell was I going to say? He enlightened me to like, are you aware of this? And if you're not, just stop me. This book that had Barron Trump as you know about this thing.
Yeah.
It's like almost prophetic, and like I don't know what to make of it.
Well, I don't either. I can't offer anything on that other than it is prophetic. I mean, that's about it. But it's the name of it is the Marvelous Adventures of Barron Trump. It used to be on YouTube,
and it's no longer.
I don't think so. I couldn't find it the other day.
The glorious thing CanCon and I had worked out was every, what was it? I think Monday night, because I'm off only on Mondays. We were going to discuss lifting the veil and every single operation that the government has done to its own people, our people. We discussed MK Ultra, Operation Mockingbird, which to modernize it, we call it Operation Blue Falcon, which is a Marine term or a military term. And I had no idea how deep these 3-letter agencies that were indoctrinated to believe are working for the greater good have worked against us and control what we think. And now with everything electronic, we're spied on at all times.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like
Absolutely.
my manager might even have a device. And like I did a special, I covered it here, where there was a whistleblower and they showed evidence of regular devices like a ceiling fan. It has a camera that's able to look around, sadly take pictures of your family, your children, and they identify the brands of the products that you have so they know how to advertise to you more.
Yep.
This is happening in front of us under our nose in real time, and we're just here doing not much about it. I'll hit the go live button and I'll talk about it, but you know what? More has to happen. We need representation that's just as passionate and pissed off about this happening.
Yes, exactly, and that's what the arrest of Trump is going to be all about. That is it. I heard you mention Putin. Here's a warrant from the ICC.
Yeah.
Well, now I do a lot of research on a lot of different places, and I was reading one the other day, doing research the other day, and it was saying that there is one coming on Trump too, that he will also receive a warrant from those same people.
For what? For war crimes? What?
For war crimes, yeah. Believe it or not. Man, I don't know how in the hell that could happen. Now, I mean,
you have to tell me a bridge on this one, bro. What?
Well, I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just telling you that's what this particular site said.
Did you happen to hear? It's old news by now, but you never know what somebody misses with this age of constant information. You hear about Pelosi's daughter who was secretly recorded when she was having a conversation with veterans about how she did not believe that the insurrection was an insurrection. Did you happen to hear that audio?
No, I didn't.
It's out. I will actually get it for you and send it to you. It's
Wonderful.
so because it's the last person we would expect to speak against the status quo. And
No kidding. What did she get kicked out of the house or kicked off from family or?
No, man, she was put in this. It was like a classroom. She did not know she was being recorded. That's for damn sure. And she was talking to somebody that was in the military, and she was agreeing with somebody who sounded like they were pro what happened on J 6th. My response to J 6th was, and man, I got so much flack from my younger liberal buddies back in the day, yada yada. I went live immediately with the TV on, and I was responding to it in real time, and I was excited because to me it was a manifestation, a representation of the people finally doing something, taking action. Please, YouTube, I'm not saying we need to have another insurrection. Red team go, red team go. I'm just saying, I didn't see the devil that the media tried to make it out to be. I saw, to me, a celebration, and oh my God, the level of offense some of my good friends took, where they unsubscribed and unfriended me. They called me. This is when I was still progressive. They called me a radical alt-right person. I was like, "Are you crazy? You know me, bro." But,
well, did you talking about? Did you see the police opening up the gates and opening the doors and letting these people in? I mean, how is that an insurrection when you're let in by the police and they're more or less your guys?
And remember how many active FBI agents were there? I believe 30, 33, 34 FBI.
Yeah, undercover.
Yeah. And we already know that they were essentially provocateurs. On top of that, we had actual provocateurs that were there for no other reason than to get as much dramatic traction as possible and to make it look bad so that the media could use it. And that's what we got. And that they still try to this day to say that officers were unalived when that is not the case. We had a guard that unalived himself, and they try to connect it, and just getting back in the things don't make sense category.
I know it. Yeah, well, none of it does. That one guy, one cop that he supposedly got hit in the head with fire extinguisher or something. That was one of the biggest tales of them all. I mean, from what I understand, he's still alive and doing well. Now, I don't know that for a fact. I'm just sort of my understanding.
Here, do you want? I don't know this, but it's directed to you, and I don't know what. Oh, I get it now. I'm sorry. Underground military.
The DUMS.
Okay, there's something to that.
Oh yeah.
Look, all of us. I really. This is the blessing of a platform. Okay, we can all congregate and put the information together, and I'm happy to present it. Like Shamrock just sent me a whole bunch of. Hey, what's up, voices? Good to have you. Thank you for your support. I want to share with everybody that despite any of the flack I've gotten from supporting certain people, she's always had my back and been super kind. Please, if you haven't, check out Voice Behind the Wall. Give her a sub. If she's not modded, I need to mod her. But that aside,
I definitely will. Voice Behind the Wall.
Yeah, fantastic true crime content.
Let me do it right now. I'll forget it.
And she did a lovely recovery stream last night. She's somebody that, I relate to her, and I gotta just say she's stronger than me. She gets far more hate and trolls than I ever could or will. Well, let me not go that far. She's
not modded, by the way.
Still early. Okay, you know what? I can do that right now. I'm modded on her channel, but we can all share all of the information that we have and do something really beautiful. This is the kind of stuff I would say when the channel first started, and we're past started. I'm still here by the grace of you all, seeing me as a flawed human being and trying to accomplish something. And my intention is just that. There we go. So please send me all the information. Email it to me. Send it to my Facebook.
Me too.
Patriot 44, Ronnie, everybody. I do need information to check and to be more informed when I go up. What's up, Millbilly? And hey, Technolificer. Hell yeah, that's an OG right there. Let me see what he
Right
said.
on, right on.
You remember Tech from back in the stuck in the middle days?
I don't. What was the name again?
Technolificer Nas, I believe. And suddenly, of course, in the moment, I can't find it. Saffron, good to see you.
I wasn't penny. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I thought so.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Both of you are OGs.
Yeah, certainly do.
Gitmo.
May not remember me, but I remember them.
You will think. Well, I lost the big comment. All right, so it is past midnight. I'm sorry I do this abruptly, but it kind of matches my personality. I hate schedules, which is why I never deliver a schedule on any community posts. I have a full-time job, and that's enough schedule for me. Ronnie, you really helped me stay on. So thank you, especially when I learned I don't know how to play audio on StreamYard, so I'll use OBS next time. And Coda, no doubt. But
hey, Eli, there's a little box down at the bottom. It says audio. You check that little box, and when you want to play the audio, and it'll play. That's all you got to do. There's a little box at the bottom.
We're not done. Okay, hold on.
Present.
I'm sharing a screen. Okay, boom. Here we go. Now I see me. Let me see if I can play that brief video clip and have you guys hear it. All right, so I'm in StreamYard right now. I'm sorry, guys, that you're watching. You're learning how to do things I should know.
You may have to go plumb back out of it because you got to check the box where it first comes up. Okay, I can't tell what it is from here.
I see 3 dots. And I see edit name, stop screen.
It'd be in the bottom left-hand corner. Of the yeah, I think you're gonna have to go back.
Okay. Well, snap.
There you go.
I see. Okay. All right. I already said I've prepped people for the goodbyes, but thank you. Now I actually see the options presented. So next time this won't be such a. Hey, Mark. It's good to hear from you. To you and your family, blessings, salutations, Shabbat shaloms. So everybody, Wolverine, it's nice to see you. I remember all of you like it was yesterday. Tech, Don, Queen, birthday chat supervisor Justin Rowan, Mr. President, Voices, Jeremy, Coda, and Keek. I don't want to say it out loud, but damn right, Keeks Squad forever. That's a person, not a thing. And all of y'all, thank you so much. Ronnie, thank you for your time. I'm gonna eat some spaghetti, and I got graciously laying on my bed.
There's somebody. Jeremy's asking. I don't know. He says, "Can Ronnie frequent on this channel?" Oh, I see what he's saying. Okay, I just misunderstood the question there at first. Well, that's up to Eli. But
well, what did he want to do?
I think he's asking, "Can I come on your channel?"
Anytime.
More often.
Yes. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, man. You're always welcome. If you have my email or if you need. Dude,
I do. I got it.
Do you want my phone number? I'll go ahead and type it in the private chat real quick.
Yeah, please do.
We can coordinate easier that way. So yeah, there's actually I want to get you, Indy, CanCon, and there's a lot of people that have just been building up in the stockpile. And yeah, Voices, you as well. That's been a long time coming. Voices and I share. We've been wanting to talk about recovery for a minute, and I will own I am not the one to follow when it comes to recovery, but I have experience in addiction. So okay, that's it. Good night, everybody. That's the 50th goodbye. I think I win a prize now. Good night. Take care.
Well, hang on, let me get this phone and wrote down for you leave.
Oh yeah, you do your thing. I'm just doing my very long, prolonged goodbyes because it eats up all the attention and makes you listen to this voice. Tracy, you've been a pleasure too. Thank you. And Voices, thank you. You really did help me get through that madness. So Queen Survivor was instrumental in keeping me sane, and her lovely family, and Justin, birthday chat supervisor, the people that had my back, and all the people that reached out. DJ Pooh, aka DJ Bricks, his son is going through some magical moments right now. Very talented musician. But okay, kids, be sure Take care of yourselves. Celebrate the fact that you have the ability to be an independent thinker. That's sometimes going to be the last thing we have. Don't get too lost in hive mind, groupthink. We can lose ourselves. We need to be a shepherd among sheep.
Think outside the box. Yes.
Just
Eli, thanks for having me up, brother.
take
I
care.
put my number in the private chat too.
Okay, let me actually copy paste that, and then I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a long time, which is act like I'm punching you out of here. Oh snap! I missed the punch. Hold on, wait, you're still here. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna time it perfectly. Hold on. Kick from studio. Oh man! All right, the icon came up. I messed it all up. I failed you all. I'm so sorry. Cindy D, my son's life mattered. You have also been a blessing, an absolute blessing. Maxwell, you've just been a front line. I've needed one. Jeremy, you're one of the best supporters I got, man. All of you, thank you. And yes, we are. This is always a work in progress. Oh my goodness, progress. I like progress. I also like progress. This is a work in progress. Life is always just like it's a journey, and it's not about waiting to the finish line. It's about the progress we make in between. With that, good night, farewell. Just for now, keep those thinking caps on strong. Good night to you.